What's good, y'all? It's your boy KCB. We back at it. We got another one today. So with the rumor of Whole Lot of Red dropping on Christmas, I want to go ahead and make like a beat for Playboi Carti, something that you might hear, something similar on the album. His fans have been waiting for years for it to drop. There's been a lot of cryptic tweets, especially this month, on when it's dropping. It's looking like it's pretty official that it's going to drop on the 25th, though, so I want to go ahead and just do a Carti type for y'all. This isn't a type I do a ton. It's a little bit different from some of the beats I make, but as a producer, you got to learn to make everything. So I wanted to start out and really just find some sounds that would be, possibly in a Carti beat, which a lot of the sounds are going to be almost kind of like a digital sound, similar to, maybe what like you would hear on like a Uzi beat. And so that's going to be the key thing on this beat, is just finding some sounds that, you're just using sound selection to kind of make your melody. So I went through and I had a one-shot kit that I was just kind of playing around with, and there's a lot of good sounds on there. So I'll show you guys some of the sounds I picked. So this first one is going to be the main one for this beat. It's kind of like what is called synth phone prank one-shot, and so it kind of has that digital sound to it. So let's see. So it sounds like that. So very digital. Great digital sound. So wanted to go ahead and use something like that. And then the other one, I wanted to add just a few other little things to this melody. So let's see. So I added. So then I got this sound here called the Ocarina One Shot. So it sounds like this. Kind of another digital sound. That one's going to be more kind of spacey for like the background noise. And then I went ahead with another sound here. Let's see, Cynic One Shot. Sounds like this. So we got those three there, and so I went ahead and on this one I wanted to do a pretty simple melody. Because a lot of times on these Carti types, he does so many ad-libs and just kind of does his own thing, very unique. So I wanted to leave a lot of space for that. So I went ahead and just did kind of a catchy, simple melody with this prank one-shot, the phone one-shot. So, and I'm doing B minor scale on this beat. That seems to be one of Carti's favorite key and scales. A lot of his songs use that. And then we're going to do 151 BPM, which is pretty common for a Carti type as well. So I went ahead and made a real simple melody. So let's hear it. I just kind of took that sound, EQ'd it, added some reverb, some delay to it. So that's our first part there. And then, like I said, I didn't want to go too crazy on the melody on this, just because Carti likes to use a lot of space on the beats. So for the next one here, pretty similar, almost kind of following the other melody. So that one sounds like this. And I used a good amount of reverb on this one, and then of course EQ'd it as well. I wanted this to kind of fill some of the space of the melody without being, too complex. So that's nice. It will kind of give us like an ambient noise. It'll kind of fill that space, and then we kind of have the phone one shot going over it. And then the other one we did. So this is going to be a little different. This really isn't following the notes of the other one. I wanted to add something a little different, give some just variation to the melody. So ended up with this. So all very simple melodies. And so I'll show you guys what all of those sound like together here. So nothing too crazy there. I mean, pretty simple. Like I said, you can hear a lot of space within the melody there. So we're gonna have some drums kind of fill some of that space, of course. And besides that, Carti uses tons of ad-libs that he's gonna use in between that. So that's kind of our melody there. So quite simple on that. So we're gonna go ahead and look at some of the drums next. All right, so with the drums here, we got a pretty basic kick pattern here, but this pattern is going to fill some of the space in between the melodies, so pretty simple. Just that, we just got a real basic clap going with that. And then for the hat, spice it up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. We don't want to jump in all over the place, but at least to give a little bit of variety to it. So I got the hat here. And one thing you can do with your hat, like when you make your patterns with your hat, you can always adjust the velocity to give it a more realistic feel and just kind of mix it up a little bit more. It's going to sound just more natural, so that's a great thing to do with that. Then we got the 808 pattern here, which is kind of just following some of the like the root notes from our main melody. So we got So once again, with all these, we're not really going too crazy on any of them because this is a beat where Carti's going to do a lot of the work with his ad-libs and just vocalizing and just kind of doing his thing, you know. So we're going to leave lots of space for that. So this isn't a beat where I wanted to get, you know, super crazy with the drums and everything. Other than that, I added like an open hat to it as well, and then just have a nice crispy clap. So let's go ahead and listen to what these drums sound like. So nice and bouncy, but once again, nothing too crazy. So that's going to be, you know, great bass for our beat there. So of course, once you got everything there, we got our melodies, we got our drums, we got all of that. Next comes to structuring the beat, which I just made a video on how to do that. My last video, there's like 4 ways I show how to structure this beat. With this one though, because we want to give him a lot of space to kind of do his thing, this one just has an intro that just leads right into the beat, and then there's one little section here where I added like an effect noise, kind of adjusted, use some automation there on the volume. Then we give about 16 bars with there's like just one melody playing here, and then it goes back into about 24 bars of all the melody and drums playing. And then in this 16 bar section, we took the 808 out there, then it's going to build back up, have a reverse hat going back into it. So we got 2 of those sections each, and then it leads to our outro, which is about 16 bar, very similar how I do a lot of my outros for that. And then I just put, like, you know, I went around and played around with some Carti acapellas here from the At Meh song there. So let's go ahead and listen to part of this beat first, and then I'll play some of his acapella there, so you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like. It's good to make a beat and then throw like the artist's acapella vocals down too, just so that way you can kind of get a feel for it and hear if it, you know, matches the beat. So see what we got.
Kyle, cook this beat.
So that's our beat. So I mean, sounds pretty legit. Lots of room, for ad libs, vocals, all that. That's great because like I said before, Carti's can go nuts on that part. So I went ahead, just kind of matched up some of the vocals from another Carti song. So let's go ahead and play that just to make sure it matches the vibe.
I ride the chopper stick, yeah. The bitch is ready to kill, yeah. My niggas, they ready to drill, yeah. I got niggas in rep, yeah. My young niggas, they came from hell. The chopper go ride like a fed, yeah. These moms are crying, oh, well. I don't give a fuck, you can tell. I'm ready about the shit, we get at the police. I'm ready about the shit, we get at the police. What's that nigga that he don't know me? I shoot a bitch ass nigga that he can't hold me. I already know you pussy bitch done told me.
Yeah, I mean, matches up pretty well, especially the first part we played there. So I like to do that sometimes, just kind of take some of their vocals, throw it on it, and hear and see if it sounds like a beat that they would rap on. But I think we did a pretty damn good job on this one here. I wasn't really even sure if I was going to drop this video, but I posted on my story, just did a poll asking if people, if I should do it. Pretty much everybody said yes, so I said, let's go ahead and do it. So that's how I would do a Playboi Carti type beat for a whole lot of red. Should drop Christmas, but we'll see. I know y'all been waiting years for it, so we're gonna see if that actually happens, but that's how I do it. So hope y'all liked the video, hope y'all enjoyed it. Go ahead, hit that sub, like, comment, all that. It's gonna be a lot more videos on the way. Comment down below if you have any other suggestions for videos you guys want to see in the future. Just let me know. Hit up my IG as well. I'm always active on that too. So hope y'all liked the video, and till next time, y'all.